The moment you wake, before your feet even touch the floor, the day has already begun in your mind. A quiet but insistent voice begins its inventory of the urgent, the frustrating, and the forgotten. Your attention, still clouded by sleep, can be swiftly captured by tomorrow's anxieties or by the lingering echo of yesterday's regrets. Here, in the quiet space of a new morning, we will practice two simple, yet profound, movements of the soul: surrender and focused attention. To surrender is not to give up. It is to release the relentless need to control every outcome. It is the choice to meet the day as it is, rather than wrestling it into submission. And focused attention is the conscious decision to place your awareness on a single, worthy priority, preventing your mind from scattering like confetti in the wind. The practice can begin simply, in the first few minutes of wakefulness. Pause. Before the day's momentum takes hold, grant yourself 30 seconds. Take 3 slow, deliberate breaths, inhaling through the nose, exhaling gently through the mouth. As you breathe, silently acknowledge, "I am awake." And then, the crucial shift: I am not in charge of everything this morning. This thought may feel foreign at first, but it is the essence of surrender. You are not surrendering your goals, you are surrendering the struggle. Next, perform a quick reset of your attention. Ask yourself one clear question: what matters most, right now? Not for the entire day. Not the totality of your workload. Just this present moment. The answer might be beautifully simple. Drink a glass of water. Get dressed. Send one important message. By narrowing your focus, you give your mind fewer targets to chase, calming the internal noise. This practice is powerful because the waking mind often operates on autopilot, its systems easily swayed by whatever feels most emotionally charged. By creating a brief pause and setting a clear intention, you are giving your attention a gentle, deliberate direction before the currents of thought begin to pull you away. Try this small ritual, lasting no more than 2 minutes. Perhaps place a hand on your chest or stomach, a simple physical anchor. Say to yourself, "For now, I surrender the outcome." And then, "For now, I choose one focus." The phrase "for now" is your permission slip. It frees you from the impossible burden of solving your entire life before breakfast. Once you have chosen that one focus, anchor it with a physical cue. If your focus is to begin your work, place your phone screen down for the first 10 minutes. If it is to care for your body, drink a full glass of water before checking any messages. If it is to find calm, simply sit and feel your feet on the floor for one complete cycle of breath. Your mind learns through repetition. These small cues teach it what the beginning of a day can be: a conscious start, not a chaotic sprint. Now, let us invite a deeper wisdom into this space we have created. Let us focus on inviting God's light for the specific decisions you face today. Not someday. Not when things are less complicated. Today. As you decide what to say, what to do, how to respond, or whether to take that fragile step of faith. Consider how many of our choices are born from the pressure of the moment. Should I reply to that text now, or wait? Do I advocate for my idea in this meeting, or is it a time to listen? Should I spend this money, or save? Do I offer forgiveness, or is the hurt still too raw? These decisions, though they may feel small, are the very threads that weave the fabric of your day, and ultimately, the direction of your life. It is here, in these ordinary moments, that God's light becomes a lamp for our feet. In Scripture, light is not merely a poetic image, it is a description of divine guidance. Light reveals what is hidden in shadow. It defines boundaries and illuminates the path forward. It clarifies what is safe and what is a risk. When God's light enters your decision-making, it does not always remove the complexity, but it grants you a clarity that human instinct alone cannot provide. We often see only the immediate step, not the long-term consequence. God's light helps you consider the larger landscape, the impact on your character, your values, and on others. So how do we invite this light? It begins with a simple posture, the acknowledgement that we need it. This may sound basic, but it is the very opposite of living on autopilot. So often, we act on instinct or emotion, and only later ask God to bless the outcome. Inviting God's light reverses this pattern. It is to begin by saying, God, I am not attempting this in my own strength. I desire your wisdom in real time. A powerful way to practice this is with a quick prayer before you act. Before a difficult conversation, before you press send, before you sign your name, before you react, pause. Even 10 seconds is a sacred space. You might pray, Lord, let me see what truly matters. Guide my words, my attitude, and my next step. Notice what you are asking for, not merely a favorable outcome, but for clarity, integrity, and wisdom. This is a guidance far deeper than luck. Then, do not just pray, notice. Notice what you are being led toward, and what you are being warned against. God's leading often appears in recognizable ways, through an alignment with truth, love, and honesty, through the quiet counsel of a conscience shaped by faith, and through a settled sense of peace, even when a decision is difficult. Over time, you can learn to discern this gentle guidance with greater confidence. Let us now turn to the very tools we use to navigate our day, our words, our attitudes, and our actions. Requesting guidance in these areas is not a passive wish, it is an active discipline. It is the commitment to ask for direction so that what we say aligns with our values, our inner posture remains grounded, and our actions reflect what we truly believe. First, consider your words. They are not just sounds, they are vessels. They can build trust or erode it, calm conflict or ignite it. When you ask for guidance before you speak, you are asking essential questions. Will what I say be helpful? Will it be true? Will it be offered in the right spirit? Imagine you are in a meeting and someone interrupts you. The reactive path is to snap back. But a moment of silent prayer for guidance might lead you to a different choice, a response of calm clarity. I'd like to finish my thought, and then I am eager to hear yours. You are not ignoring the slight, you are steering the interaction toward mutual respect. This guidance is also crucial in how we handle information in a world of instant communication. A forwarded message may seem harmless, but a prayerful pause can prompt us to ask, is this true? Is this fair? Am I spreading something that could mislead or harm? Even in simple conversation, guidance helps us avoid the drift into exaggeration. Instead of saying, nobody ever listens to me, it can help us speak with precision. when I'm interrupted, I feel overlooked. Could we make sure everyone gets to finish? This shift from general blame to clear observation is a monumental step toward healthier connection. From words, we move to attitudes, for our attitude is the soil from which our words and actions grow. It is your internal posture toward people, events, and yourself. Guidance helps you recognize when this posture is drifting into resentment, cynicism, or defensiveness. Consider an employee review where the feedback is not what you hoped for. A defensive attitude immediately builds a wall. A shamed attitude internalizes failure. But an attitude seeking guidance asks, "What is useful here? What can I learn?" You are asking for the wisdom to remain teachable, to not let emotions seize the steering wheel. And so, you are doing your best. You have surrendered the morning, sought guidance for your words, and tended to your attitude. But then, it arrives. The whisper of temptation, the chill of worry. An old habit beckons, just this once. An anxious thought loop begins replaying past mistakes, rehearsing future failures. In these moments, strength is not about sheer willpower. It is about which direction your heart and mind turn when the pressure mounts. Let us be clear about what temptation and worry do. Temptation rushes you, promising immediate relief. Worry slows you, trapping you in an unproductive cycle of what ifs. Both seek to hijack your attention. Asking for strength is your counter move. It is a brief, honest request in real time. God, give me strength right now. Help me resist this. Calm my mind and steady my heart. This simple prayer is a powerful interruption. It shifts you from reacting to responding. It reconnects you to a source of strength greater than your own fleeting emotions. Imagine you are working late, tired and vulnerable. You find yourself scrolling through content you know is unhealthy, that pulls you away from your values. The pull is strong. Justification whispers, you deserve a break. Instead, you pause. You stop your hand. You breathe a simple request, I need help. Don't let me drift. That single prayer can change the next minute. You might put the phone down. You might stand up and get a glass of water. You might do anything that breaks the momentum. This is not magic. It is alignment. It is choosing to cooperate with the help that is always available. The same is true for worry. When your mind is caught in a storm of anxiety, a prayer for strength is like dropping an anchor. God, help me trust you with this outcome. Grant me peace in this moment. You are not demanding that the storm cease, but you are asking for the strength to stand firm within it. You are handing the burden of the unknown over to God, trusting that you do not have to carry it alone. As our inner world finds its footing in this divine guidance, our focus can then turn outward. We begin to seek opportunities to love, serve, and do good. This is not a vague sentiment, but a practical mindset. It is learning to look for the openings in the day where care is needed, and then choosing to act with sincerity. Love begins with attention. Often, people are not looking for a grand gesture, they are looking to be truly seen. It is noticing the quiet coworker, the overwhelmed neighbor, the stressed family member. Love shows up as presence. Sometimes the most loving act is to ask a simple question, how can I support you? and then to listen, truly listen, without an immediate rush to solve their problem. From attention flows intentionality. Service is rarely accidental. If you know there are needs in your community, food drives, shelters, mentoring programs, schedule your involvement as you would any other important commitment. Consistency is key. A steady, familiar presence builds trust and offers a deeper, more meaningful support than a one-time act. These opportunities are often hidden in plain sight. At work, it might be helping a colleague catch up on something they missed. In a family, it could be taking on a chore without being asked, a simple action that says, "I see the load you're carrying, and I want to help." Service is also about using your unique gifts. If you are a good organizer, help a local nonprofit streamline their supplies. If you are a clear communicator, support their outreach. When you align your service with your strengths, it becomes sustainable and more impactful. Remember that these opportunities often arrive disguised as inconveniences, asking us to step outside of our own agenda and into the needs of another. And now, as this day draws to a close, let us slow our pace and do 3 simple things: express gratitude, build trust, and make a gentle commitment. First, gratitude. Not a vague, forced sentiment, but a specific acknowledgement of the good. Take a moment to recall one concrete thing from your day. A small win. A conversation that went better than expected. The simple fact that you showed up when it was hard. If you are struggling, try this. I am grateful for the fact that. I am grateful for the fact that I am still here. I am grateful for the fact that I can try again tomorrow. This kind of gratitude is powerful because it is grounded in reality. Next, let us build trust. Not a blind faith that everything will be easy, but a quiet confidence that your efforts matter and that you can handle what comes next. Trust in your process. Real change is gradual, built on small, consistent patterns. Trust that showing up, even in modest ways, is creating a new path forward. Trust your body's ability to respond to care. Slow your breathing, relax your jaw, and allow your nervous system to settle. And finally, trust your choices. Recognize that you are not powerless. With every pause, every prayer, every small act of kindness, you are practicing influence over the direction of your life. Finally, let us make a gentle commitment for tonight and tomorrow. It should be small enough to be achievable, an act of kindness toward your future self. Perhaps it is to set your clothes out for the morning, to put your phone away 30 minutes before sleep, to read one page of something that inspires you. Whatever it is, let it be a promise of continued intention, a single step on the path of seeking and following guidance, one day at a time.